Hi guys. I just got done reacting to the trailer. I thought it was pretty good. It looked pretty nice. Granted, that I don't think it was an in-engine trailer or it's just the typical Assassin's Creed. It's set, the story for the most part and kind of what characters you're playing. Um, well, now we're gonna move on to I think the character trailer or the I don't know info trailer on the characters. They seemed interesting that they had something like this at the end. So of the last video I watched, but let's get into it. Hopefully, is this not the trailer again? I don't think so.
With our dual protagonists, we have two fantasy, the samurai and the shinobi. We want the player to experience both, and we cannot squeeze both fantasy into one character because samurai and shinobi came from a different social class. They have different lives, so we cannot really mix them together.
The historical character of Yasuke presented a really exciting opportunity for the narrative team. We approached it in the same way that so much of the work
so they're doing like Yasuke. I didn't really catch that until just now. So it's doing the like first black samurai, which is really cool. I actually really like the show on Netflix, I think. Of Yasuke. So it's really cool that they're incorporating the like story element of that behind it. Like that's really awesome.
Creed, which is really,
and it makes sense that they're separating the samurai and the ninja.
Not a lot is known about him, but what we do know is that he arrived in Japan in 1579, right when our game starts, and that he had relationships with some of the most interesting people in our setting, like Oda Nobunaga, the Portuguese, and Jesuits, which made it very sort of tantalizing and enticing from a narrative perspective to come in and start weaving these facts with story in between.
Yeah, that's really cool that
they're
going with that.
The more we read about the character, the more he was inspiring for us. He's a foreigner discovering Japan, and we thought it's the perfect fit because he's discovering Japan and you are discovering Japan also.
And on the flip side, we have Naue, who comes from the province of Iga, which is a remote mountainous area, fiercely independent, known as the birthplace of shinobi. So they're very contrasting perspectives that really expose a lot of different sides and facets of the era.
When Oda came, he completely destroyed Iga. You have Yasuke and Oda that coming to destroy the shinobi. So it can kind of create this interesting tension between two characters.
We were able to connect her to the province.
It's really cool that they're going this route with the characters. It makes me really want to play the game more. Like it just adds a interesting story element to it. It's a lot better than I would say Odyssey's element to the story, and also what was it, Valhalla, where you yeah, the canon character is the female character and your male counterpart in your dreams. It's just, I don't know, it's just weird. I haven't beat Valhalla yet. I need to. I also need to beat Odyssey, but anyways, besides the point. Really cool that they're going this route. And then like they're making this distinctive two protagonists instead of just like an option of male or female to play. So that's really cool. I'm kind of curious if they don't have slight character customization, kind of like they did in Valhalla. We can add tattoos and shit like that, and change hairstyles, I would imagine, potentially. But I don't know if they'll do that. It also depends on how they structure the gear, whether it's gonna be Odyssey and Valhalla's Origins, Odyssey and Valhalla's gear system, or if it's going to be Syndic, like the other Assassin's Creed gear systems where you can purchase and upgrade specific weapons and armor and stuff like that. for each character. So I'm kind of curious about that.
Iga and the legendary
we'll probably find out more in gameplay
figure,
trailers and stuff like
Nagato,
that.
who's her father in the game. So we understand why she has the skills that she has and the values that she learns from her father in the people of Iga, which are valor, benevolence, and wisdom. And as a young person still at the start of the game, we get to see now we acquire even more of that wisdom as the story unfolds.
And if you ask anybody, it's super clear that samurai
if,
will
like,
be
this game does well enough in terms of like sales and also just like
distinction right away.
Fan base, like community fan base. If it's
can
going
fight
to
with all his advantage, his stature, like he's
like
a big guy. He can break door. He can fight multiple enemies. He can break armor. Compared to Naoe, like her character and their outfit, it's really about being stealth, being unseen. She's the only one with the hidden blade, so they have clear advantage that put them into the stealth and the combat, even if they can do a bit of both.
They're a really great pair together because on one side we have Naoe, who's very intense and passionate and determined woman who is very set on her goals. She's kind of got her heart on her sleeve and she'll say what she feels in the heat of the moment. And this intensity that she brings as a shinobi, but that she also brings to her relationship. And this balances very well with Yasuke, who is sort of a thoughtful, level head to Naoe's fiery passion. We really thought about somebody like Yasuke historically who was able to come to Japan and have the life that he did there, to enter service for Oda Nobunaga and achieve all of the things that he did. Like, what kind of person would go through all of this? So our Yasuke is very intelligent, thoughtful, and respectful of this culture that he encounters, and that makes him a very nice sort of counterpart to Naoe. He's a bit mysterious as well, and that's something we get to see unfold as the game progresses.
Yeah, this secondary, I guess, trailer really puts in the fact that I want to, like, play the game more. Like, I'm kind of stoked for this. I'm glad it comes out in November. It gives me time to save some money for it. Like my tips and shit, but this is gonna be sick. I don't know. I can see myself enjoying this. Only because of the fact that I kind of always wanted an Assassin's Creed game set in Japan. Because the essence of Shinobi is just like on itself is like stealth and shit like that. So like the Assassin's Creed thing, like, I don't know, it just fits well. I'm stoked for this, but also at the same time, I'm worried about it because it could be as bad as Valhalla. Who knows? I don't know. Ubisoft pumps out L's quite often, and not like purposely. They just overdo stuff. Like, they think people loved Origins, and then they moved to Odyssey, and they made it too much of a fucking grind fest. So they kind of brought down the grind fest in Valhalla, but they didn't populate enough, or like with, I don't know. It's tough. Game development isn't easy. I mean, there's people that like Valhalla. I like it for the most part. I haven't played it like anymore. I need to beat it. It didn't help that with Valhalla the stability of the game was shit. Fucking game crashes every 5 minutes. But I don't know. I'm interested in it, and I might pick it up. I don't know if it's on. I'll pick it up on release or it's something else. But we'll have to see. Anyways, thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment your thoughts about the Assassin's Creed Shadows and the new characters. Because I would be down to chat about it. Other than that, toodles. I will catch you in the next video or the next stream, which I plan to stream tomorrow. I'm gonna go sleep now. I'm tired. I didn't sleep at all last night. But anyways, bye.